all this information is very self-explanatory until we get to keywords here. This is huge. This is something that we didn't have before. Maybe those of you who've been in CABA for several years understood the issue, or not issue, but the option to purchase another profession. People remember that? Those of you that have been here. You don't have to do that with keywords. And that's important to note. So if you are in, Sandy, if you don't mind, I'm going to single you out. If you are in the accounting business, but you do other things, this would be a great place for you to put QuickBooks. Keep in mind, again, if you think outside of CABA, if someone is searching Tampa QuickBooks, Sandy can utilize the power of the CABA website now to piggyback on with those keywords that she uses. So you want to pick keywords that make sense and augment what you already do. Everybody clear on that? Those are important, and that's one of the first things that you want to do. If you do anything, Brian, you've got a very dynamic business, several facets to it, correct? Keywords, huge. More information, obviously, this is where you get to talk about additional information within your company. Keep in mind that this is more of a member piece. Only people see that are members within the group. And on your public profile outside of CABA, people do not see more information. So that's that. Your profession is already chosen because that's what came from the directory. So again, use your keyword search there. If you scroll all the way down, and this is the most important thing that you need to get out of everything when you're changing your profile. We have terms of use with CABA. Maria mentioned that the site is monitored from 2 different angles. And I'm going to, because I have to say this, I'm sure you're going to read the terms of use. But after anytime you edit your profile, you need to click I accept the terms of use, and click the next button.
It's a quick reader.
And click Save Changes. If you don't do those 2 things every time you edit your profile, guys, everything you did is wasted. Doesn't save, doesn't work. So what do we have to do?
Accept
2 things.
Accept the changes.
Accept the
Terms and conditions.
Right, that we all read, and then hit Save Changes. Okay? Everybody cool with that? All right.
Great.
Let's talk about my sub-accounts. People here that have more than 1 person in their company, and they are authorized to be a part of the CABA website, can include up to 2 more seats within their company. Okay? I'm sorry, I forget your first name again.
Dan.
Dan, okay. The website or the email that you were registered with is probably the email that you would need to log in for, and then they will need to set up, your company would need to set up a sub-account for you.
Okay.
Does everybody understand what a sub-account is? And what happens is, once you set the email address up of the sub-accounts, why do I sound like I'm 13 again? I don't know what's you click the send invite button, and a message will go to Maria, and she's just going to authorize that just to make sure that that is indeed somebody within your company. Okay?
Now, will Dan be able to then have his own profile?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let's talk about. You want to do groups? Do we need to go into that any further, or do you guys feel pretty comfortable with groups?
Once you sign up for a group, it'll list out your groups that you're in on this page.
Okay, so I'm going to skip past that because we've talked about it a lot here. Let's talk about my networks. This is a really, really phenomenal feature. I have to laugh because, as you can see, some of the most popular networks that we are all familiar with are Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course the tuning blog.
Feel free to join that network.
This is something that you want to do. For those of you that raised your hand and said you utilize Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, this is where you can connect directly to those things. What's interesting about this and what's really cool is you see the numbers that are showing up beside that. There's 9 members now that have updated their profile and are also on Facebook. So if you're really thinking about how to utilize that in your business, you know that they're on here. You know that you may or may not be connected with them. You also know that they're on Facebook because you see who's in that network. Yet another way for you to connect with other CABA members and really utilize what you've got. I don't want to get too techy because it really makes us sound kind of geeky, but the what's interesting with direct links to other sites like that is that also helps your web presence. So connecting to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, those are all good things for your web presence. Subscriptions, I want to talk about that briefly because we didn't really glance at it. I don't know whether you guys saw the little RSS button. For those of you that utilize RSS feeds, those are automatic updates that hit your browsers. So if you read blogs regularly, or there's certain things that update regularly, if you subscribe to an RSS feed, you get a constant update of what's new and what's upcoming. What's nice about this is for the upcoming events, if you're a person that doesn't like to get onto the website a lot, or you don't want to go to 50 places to find out, you can have this RSS feed subscribed to your browser, your Internet Explorer, your Firefox, Chrome, Safari, whatever you choose to use, and those updates will show up in your browser. So a nice convenient feature, something that wasn't there before, and you can subscribe to that.